20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes. Okay. Let's cover the rules before we get started, before we get to chatting. So I decided to chat with y'all. The cool air, this cool air feels good, y'all. It feels so good, y'all. It just feels so good. My goodness. Um, feels good. Y'all, it's just so refreshing. I can barely talk. But anyway, please, y'all, let's keep it positive, okay? No negativity, no hate. All right. If somebody in here don't like my genetics, I don't care. Okay, I'm not apologizing for my hair, my skin, nothing. Okay, I notice every time I go live and I show my natural roots, there be some self-hating people coming up in here, and we ain't even trying to hear it today. Okay. All right, so I cover some of the rules. This is just a morning walk talk, y'all, just to exercise my throat chakra. Now, when I talk, it's just to loosen up my throat chakra because I've been sleeping all night. But I don't really talk to be talking. Okay, I'm not into talking to be talking, like a lot of people are into now. But y'all was just walking, walking in peace and serenity, and I was just thinking about control. Okay, look at this tree, y'all. It's beautiful. I was thinking about how surrendering control works in your favor. And I was thinking about how sometimes we just got to allow people to be blindly wrong, even how they're treating us. Sometimes we just got to let them be messy and rude or disrespectful. Sometimes we just got to be like, okay, they're destroying us, our relationship. Oh, well, my show, my own show have to go on. So sometimes that's what we got to do. Because some people, they energetically bully you because you won't, because you're coming off like you're controlling them when you're not. You're just trying to get some equality or unity. So sometimes it's just best to be like, okay, you don't want to be respectful, fine. I'm just going to go my own way. Also, sometimes you got to surrender control when you are dealing with um, corporations or institutions who just don't want to treat you right. Sometimes you just don't even fight them. You just be like, okay, do what you want to do. You know, there's plenty other places I could go. There's other ways I could make money. I don't have to depend on you. You know, we may think we're not being controlling, but sometimes we're just wasting our own energy trying to control how somebody treats us or a corporation treats us. Sometimes you just be like, oh, well, it is what it is. I'm making smart decisions with my money, my body, my time, so they can act any way they want to act. People don't expect you to have that mindset. Look, some people are used to you being in that, I gotta get justice. I gotta fight for justice. I feel like if somebody didn't take your money or disrespect your child or hurt your body or do something real cruel to you, then you might as well be like, I'm gonna let the energy of the world deal with them. You might as well be in that energy. Yo, I got to be careful because I had got a download about a branch falling, and then I came, walked over here, and it was a fallen branch. So I just need to be careful. I don't know why I got that download. So I'm just making sure that no branches fall on my head while I'm talking to y'all. I'm gonna kind of stand in the middle here. I'm gonna stand in the middle. I don't know if I was gonna trip over one because I felt like either one was gonna fall on me or I was gonna trip over one. So I'm just being mindful of where I'm walking. So I decided also to do this video for the scenery, maybe to get people to go outside and be in places like this. I'm actually going to be moving, so I'm going to miss this park. I really like parks like this with trees, a lot of trees. But these kind of parks are like, it's hard to find a place near these kind of parks. They're normally expensive. So if you try to like buy a house near a park like this, or you try to rent an apartment near a park like this, it's actually very expensive now in Northern America. But I'm going to very well try to my new place, make sure it's near some trees and a creek. I want to talk about one more thing about surrendering control. Some people ain't going to agree with me about this, but sometimes you got to tell yourself that you don't know what you're doing, you're not fit to do it, and you need to get someone else to do it. Look, if you can't do plan your book, get somebody else to do it. You know, sometimes there's a lot of gifts that aren't manifested or released because people did not surrender control. They did not say, I'm not qualified to do this. I need to get somebody else to do this. For example, when I feel like I can't come up with ideas or inspiration, I surrender control. I go to literary art and read it and let other writers tell me their energy and their cosmic spirit speaks to me and tell me what I should be writing about. You know, I don't sit and stare at the blank page and wait for something to come. After about 15 minutes, I surrender control. Whether I pick up a book and get a writing exercise, or I I get some prompts or something like that. Um, you don't have to be in that energy where you feel like you have to prove that you are qualified to do every part of your dream. Sometimes it's a part of your purpose that the creator want you to put most of your energy into and let somebody else handle the rest of the stuff. Whether it's getting a software to design it, hiring an editor, hiring an artist, and you all you do is do the part that you're really good at. We were supposed to be like that. That's why God gave us families. All of our family members are supposed to be doing something to contribute to the most popular abundance energetically in the family. But a lot of family members, they don't want to do their part, the part that God assigned to them, because they're not surrendering control. So they're not like, oh, God told me I got to do the photography. They don't want to do that. People don't realize that there's a limit to free will. The free will is limited to the contract, okay? In everybody's contract, there is something primarily that you're meant to do. And if you do it, and everybody do what's in their contract in the family, the whole family gets really rich. Like Kim Kardashian's, okay? Like that type of empire. But a lot of people aren't doing that, especially, and I have to admit it, people of color aren't doing that. A lot of people think because they can see what the other person do online that they could just go ahead and say, I'll do that because of what you're getting. When really they need to just find out what their spiritual contract is and just do that. Find out what all your kids' spiritual contract is. Find out what your boos. Find out what your friends, and see how y'all all can contribute to a business, a company. Okay? Everybody get a job that's according to their contract. And everybody contribute to the business according to their contract. And then that's how you build your empire of wealth. But people don't want to do that. I did not choose writing and spiritualism because it's fun. Because, oh, I can get attention, or Everybody else is doing really good or good. I chose it because my soul already chose it. Because it's in my contract. It's my contract with the whole energy of the world. It's my elite contract, the elite part of my contract. So I'm honoring my contract so that my needs will always be taken care of. That's the purpose of your contract. Not just to get you instantly rich, because that often doesn't happen, but to make sure that when the matrix and the 9 to 5 system isn't working, your needs will always be taken care of. Okay? So, with this being said, if I owe anyone any type of chart reading or anything with that, please email me, okay? I'm going to be working on those and cutting back on the videos, like 30-minute morning walk. So I've been talking 11 minutes. Now, here's another thing. Surrendering control. Thinking that you get to determine how long you do something. You don't get to determine that. Your contract determines how long you do it and how long you do everything else. Some people are pushing through the feeling that something is done and finished for the day. Some people are trying to push through and keep it going. Okay, that is getting in codependent energy. That is getting in trying to control, trying to force the, the, the world to give you what you want. Rather than setting that time limit, sticking to it, finding out how long you energetically is supposed to do something, and leaving and just surrendering control and saying, I'm not trying to control anybody's pockets. I'm not trying to control my fans. I'm not trying to control this world. I did my job for the amount of time that my spirit told me to do it before I showed up. My spirit told me how long. And I'm done, and I surrender control. I'm moving on. That was 30 minutes ago. It's time to move on to the next thing. This is something only recently that I learned about, learning how to not focus on what I just did. Just like, okay, that's done. That's done. That's done. Unless I'm going to go and learn from it and edit it, I need to surrender the energy, the control over the energy of that thing. I need to surrender it to the world and let the world pass its judgment. And be like, okay, this is what you give or this is what you don't give. All right. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to end this video a little bit early because I do want to make sure I get enough of the vitamins and nutrients. And I'm not pressed for time when I'm out here. And I also need to do a little bit of journaling. Okay, bye everybody. I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful day.